refund policy to allow for Cyberpunk 2077 returns, but they are not removing the game from their store marketplace. They're allowing refunds just like Sony, but Sony removed the game from their PSN network. Xbox has expanded its fund policy for Cyberpunk 2077 to ensure that anyone who purchased CD Projekt Red latest game digitally from the Microsoft Store can be fully reimbursed. Those interested can request a refund for Cyberpunk 2077 through Microsoft's support page, which I have open here. And of course, you have to sign in, and then you have to just answer their questions, I believe. And this move comes after Sony's decision to not only offer refunds for all Cyberpunk 2077 players, but also remove it from the PS Store indefinitely. So that's Sony. Unlike Sony, Microsoft does not appear to be removing the game from its online store. So maybe it's Christmas time is next week. People are giving out digital code for gifts for Xbox Store, PlayStation Store, and maybe they were probably planning to get the game digitally. I don't know. Anything can, that's what I think for the holidays. Xbox supports also mentions that Microsoft has already granted refunds to the vast majority of customers who have requested one, but this makes it more official and hopefully easier for consumers. This new development is another entry in the messy story that has been Cyberpunk 2077's launch. Following many players reporting major issues with resolution, frame rate, texture pop-in, and more with Cyberpunk on base Xbox One and PlayStation 4 units, CD Projekt Red promises players that they would be able to get refund if they were unhappy with their experience. Now, we don't know if you could go in the store. Actually, yes. I was reading the article. Here, let me see. What are these? Example of visual bugs. So let's take a look at that. Kicking things off is T-posing in a relative common occurrence. Oh, man. That is terrible. And we see a door just floating. Or is it a gun? Wow. In floating weapons. What else do we see here? Bottles and other objects in this case of glass were sometimes missing. I mean, she could probably do in the sea. I don't know, for Cyberpunk. It's hard to see, but here are characters. Here, my character was supposed to board a helicopter, but instead staying outside of it, causing me to float in the air alongside it as a view. That's a little bit tough to see. While not as crazy as Roach appear on a roof, I had a moment or two where calling my motorcycle caused it appear partially inside other vehicles. Wait. Oh, I could see right there. Oh man, I see it. That is terrible. Wait, while the blurry effect here is intentional, these characters are locked into correct poses, in incorrect poses. Stiff as a board even while moving, that makes them look to be in a comparison position. Well, blurry effect. I don't know if that's in-game. Wow. Yikes. That's from a horror movie. Some issues are more self-explanatory than others. Yeah, I can see that. That's something from a zombie movie. I don't know. That's terrible, guys. Now, to get a refund on physical copy, I was at... Where was I? Let me do Google. I was at this one website. Come on. I should have this prepared. That I think Best Buy, you can return the game even if it's been open, sealed. I think they'll... What is it? Market Watch. There we go. Market Watch. Yes, it was a delayed role-playing game. Cyberpunk 2077 has been so glitchy. I'm sorry, Keanu Reeves. Great actor. One of my top favorite. I love him. John Wick. Can't wait for Chapter 4 in the new Matrix movie. So, I was reading... There we go. Twitter on Friday that it is expanding its refund policy to offer full refunds to anyone who purchased the game digitally from the Microsoft Store until further notice. Cyberpunk 2077. To ensure that every player can get the experience they expect on Xbox, we will be expanding our existing refund policy to offer full refunds to anyone who purchased Cyberpunk 2077 digitally from the Microsoft Store until further notice. Not available to comment. So those who bought and download a digital copy of Cyberpunk 2077 can request a refund by clicking here. Steam. Steam asks customers to log in and fill out an online form to request a refund, which must be done within 14 days of buying the game, and only if you played the game for less than 2 hours, considering the company says that it will consider requests that fall outside of those parameters. However, it is possible that Cyberpunk 2077 could be refunded due to its many glitches and Sony setting a precedent by giving customers their money back. Steam was not immediately available for the comment about about Cyberpunk refunds. Customers can email CD Projekt Red if they have issues getting a refund from Steam. Amazon. The return window for video games is 30 days on Amazon, but hard copies of games that have been opened or played may incur up to 100% restocking fee. Log into your Amazon account and visit its return center here, where you will be directed to go through your recent orders to begin refund process. GameStop. These customers can also return a game within 30 days of purchase, and they will receive a full refund if the game is still in its original packaging. If you have already opened and played the game, however, then you have 7 days to make a return online or in store. It may be too late already for those who bought and opened the game on December 10th. Click here to get the return process started online. You'll need to provide a order number and an email address and refer back to CD Projekt Red if you can't get a refund. Best Buy. Normally, the box store's return policy explains that open physical copies of computer software and video games can only be exchanged for an identical item. Best Buy was not immediately available for comment, but a social media specialist for the company posted on the company's gaming support forum on Friday that after some deliberation and seeing that the vendor will be allowing returns through 12/21/2020, Best Buy will also be allowing returns for select open Cyberpunk SQs through the same date. Here are the returnable SQ. So I am guessing this is the standard. So Best Buy, they'll return an open Cyberpunk 2077. The rep said that you can bring your game to your local Best Buy store or return it via email. If you need assistance obtaining, you can just go here. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description to this website so you guys could take a look at it and read. So for Best Buy, well, let's go to GameStop. This is just a process how to return. You just enter your order number, refund. Just call your local GameStop store if you want to return it physically. I think they could probably give you exchanges if already been open. I don't know how GameStop works, returns. One time I did return an open item, but they did an exchange. So I had to get a particular item if it was new. Or actually, no, they don't. I don't think they do return or give you a refund. You would have to call and double check with your store. But I'm going to leave a link, everything in the description, so you guys can read this. And if you want to return the game, go ahead and return it. But not me, I'm going to keep it. You know, I'm enjoying it because thankfully I'm playing on my Series X. And like I mentioned yesterday, I have no crash, no bugs, except for one particular. But I don't see that being a major issue. So knock on wood, hopefully in the future, I won't have no issues. And I'm going to wait until the next January update, seeing what kind of bugs they'll fix, and seeing what Projekt Red can reward for those players who decided to keep the game. All right, guys, I'm going to leave everything in the link in the description so you guys can read it. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like or dislike, comment. Those who already been subscribed to my channel, as always, I just want to say thank you. Have a great weekend, everybody. And happy holidays, and God bless. 051 signing out. Peace out. Cyberpunk 2077. Who would have known, right? All these issues. It is what it is, man.